feel like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only go like once. Life moves fast when you do what you want.
So I want to just, and we're gonna have this list up on the video so y'all be able to follow along. Now it's on this particular, it's 28 places on here, and it reads. Hold on, damn. Okay, there we go. Here's a list of places women absolutely
read the top 10.
Absolutely refuse to go on a first date to, and thank you ladies who reached out to me to help me make my list. So not only did she didn't the list wasn't original.
You gotta run me the top 10.
She needed help making it.
You gotta run me the top 10.
Top 10. And let me look at the top 10. I've been at all these, but let's go. First one. Cheesecake Factory.
Come on now. Wait, hold on. Now.
Number one.
I mean, after you take me shopping, yeah, we can go there.
Cheesecake Factory.
That's about them all.
Y'all will let me list them first. We're talking about each restaurant.
Let's talk about these individuals.
Cheesecake Factory.
You can listen about that. So, have y'all been inside the Cheesecake Factory?
It's
nice.
It's nice. It's decent as hell in there.
It's decent.
It's decent as hell.
What's the other joint? Cheesecake Factory on the other place.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of
downtown area or whatever.
The Cheesecake Factory downtown is real nice.
Huh?
Grand Lux.
So wait.
That's the sister.
They got the same menu. Same menu.
So I can't take you to Grand Lux?
It sounds better.
Grand Lux.
But y'all don't, if you're not a Chicago viewer, this is a place in Chicago.
They probably got a Grand Lux outside Chicago.
It's just like Cheesecake Factory.
The
menu and everything.
Yeah.
It's just the price is higher.
Basically.
It's
a little higher.
Number 2.
Okay.
Applebee's.
Cheesecake with you and your friends. And
it's okay, keep going.
Family.
Applebee's, number 2. What Applebee's got? The dollar margarita? No, that's Applebee's. Okay, number 3, that's Chili's then. Number 3 is Chili's.
Applebee's is nuts, bro.
Yeah.
17 and under. You got to be 17 to take.
If you say $5 foot long on here, bro, I'm going to
wait. So y'all ain't never took a girl on a date to Chili's or Applebee's?
At what age?
I'm just asking.
At what age?
They said
I'm not going to Chili's.
This list was made by adults, so these are places that adults go on. So we're gonna assume everybody is 21 plus. These are 21 plus dates.
21 probably. I probably would have took you to Chili's at 21. You probably would have liked.
Man, Chili's good, bro. I used to eat Chili's back in the day.
That sizzling chicken and shrimp. Oh man.
Number 4, and I said 4. Chipotle.
That's why. That's just disrespectful right there.
So we ain't taking the ladies to Chipotle.
That's disrespectful.
All right, Finball Roller. Number 5, Olive Garden.
Olive Garden is tough too. That's tough.
Olive Garden.
First date action.
I mean, and not saying first date.
I gotta put age limits on it. 25?
That's what I'm saying.
No. See, y'all put too many steps.
Those factors matter because when you in college, that makes sense. When you in that age range, that makes sense.
Okay, my intention when I read this list, I didn't think of college women or me being a teenager. I'm thinking that these are people who are of age, who have careers and are working people. And they say, okay, these are places I would no longer go because I clearly have been there before. Yeah. So now I'm at a point in my life where this is where I refuse to go.
Right.
So that means we could X out the age part because clearly these women have been to this spot.
No, but the point is, my point
they
is
refuse
the age
to go on a first date.
You
still say first date.
Right. But my point is saying the age is, you got to be 25 to take somebody there for a first date. 24, 23.
To Olive Garden?
To Olive Garden.
All right. Number 6, The Show.
That's a horrible fucking first date. I don't care.
Yeah. Because you can't talk.
Thank you. It's something to check off a box to be like, oh, I spent time with her. Let's go ahead and progress this forward.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't definitely go on.
You might as well take it to the crib.
Number 7. The crib.
It's just a bigger screen at the booth.
At least I can talk to you.
Number 7 say your house, aka the crib.
The crib.
Well,
Lord,
first date.
absolutely.
Well, it kind of depends.
Well, what? So if what is considered a date? Like, cause what if he's a chef? What if he know how to cook? So he's bringing you over to his house.
You got the keys to the spot after hours. Go ahead and I'll meet you at your job. I don't gotta go to your house.
He ain't got the keys.
Well, if the job is Cheesecake Factory.
You get on my nerves. You get on my nerves.
So we throw wrinkles in there.
We got it.
Peerspace.com. You can rent out something.
A lot of guys cook now. You know what I'm saying? Well, not now, but guys are cooking and whipping it up. They ain't like me and they ain't under the air fryer. All right.
I'm under the microwave.
Lord,
but continue.
Mercy.
Number 8. Any fast food chain. Now that was gonna vary by city too. You know what I'm saying? We got the McDonald's and stuff, but could a guy take you to a fast food joint?
Not unless it's White Castle on Valentine's Day.
But you know what? Ocho and his lady, Sherelle.
Okay.
Because he eats McDonald's every single morning. She loved going through the drive-thru with him. That's her thing. Like
that's something that they establish. I think a lot of this stuff
that's their thing.
And they're rich too. So.
Yeah.
But Ocho
has gone on record saying he don't spend money.
This is true.
He's going on record, since y'all brought him up, on saying he don't spend money on necessary shit because people know he got money.
Yeah.
So he don't feel like he got to do it to impress nobody.
He's like, you can look it up.
He's more impressed knowing he got it than knowing he got it and he's spending it and he's showing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, fuck that. I remember him, before I go to the next one, he was talking about how he never bought real jewelry.
Yeah.
He got Claire's.
And he said all this shit shine the same in the light. Mm-hmm. Ever since then,
you like it makes sense.
Even before then, he was buying.
You ain't got no sense.
All right, man. Number 9.
Okay.
B-Dubs.
Buffalo
Wild Wings.
I don't eat chicken, so don't take me there.
You don't eat chicken? Oh, you a pescatarian. Pescatarian. All right. Number 10. This is my spot. Wingstop.
Can't take me there.
Boss.
I think so
far we can't take nowhere.
It's the thing though. They got off track when they said chain restaurants because even like let's say Nobu, that's a chain restaurant.
Right. What's that?
Nobu, like that's a chain restaurant.
That's a little new bougie spot, right?
But it basically has like Pete's level sushi, but it's just the name. So it's like them saying chain
Pete's level. Because Pete's got some good sushi now.
But it's a grocery store. You see what I'm saying? It's not that fire. But I would say for me, just my experience, because of my diet, just that alone, take me somewhere that has decent seafood.
Right.
Like I feel like a lot of places here they reaching though, bro. Like I know we did the first 10, and y'all gonna see the whole list. What about like it says somewhere that requires a long drive? Like how was that? What's wrong with that?
I don't understand how that matters.
Yeah. Like a first date.
Yeah.
Like just going for a drive.
Yeah, or like a coffee date or Starbucks.
Now,
what's wrong with that?
Is nuts.
Nah, you're not screening me at Starbucks.
You can't sit down and talk over a cup.
This ain't no clear. No, this ain't no TSA.
Okay, nah. Coffee date. You would take a girl on a first date. What was the place you took a woman for a first date?
A place that I took a woman for a first date.
Yeah, was it any of these?
No.
It's 20. Don't say it like that, man. Don't say it like that. Like you always been certified.
You know what I'm saying?
Your favorite neighborhood gangster, drug dealer.
You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you how I do a first date.
It's the lean back for me.
Young buck.
What Braxton say on Martin that time when he took Gina out? I'll pull up in my Mercedes 510. I stick a rose petals on
Get
the
him. Get
he was funny as hell.
him.
But I'll definitely take a chip to Nipsey.
No,
for real.
That's on here. So, a bar just for drinks.
Let me see. I think a good first date, right?
Okay.
Dinner at a good place. You know what I'm saying? If the chemistry is good, we go somewhere else after.
Right.
Like maybe something, depending on what she's wearing, something that we can like interact at or whatever the case may be, depending on the vibe of the situation.
Yeah.
Now, if the situation ain't vibing, just a first date. Like, you know what I'm saying? I give you some Kona. You know what I'm saying? Kona Grill, you know, like in Oak Brook or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
It's a vibe in there. It's a, you know what I'm saying, nice, dim, lit. You know what I'm saying? It's a vibe in there.
So, Lolita, what? Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Nothing crazy.
Not crazy.
Like, but it's a first date because now we're trying to see what this physical chemistry is talking about. We talking on the phone and we got that chemistry.
Yeah, that in-person chemistry hit different. Yeah, I think a lot has got.
She might be taller than me, and I'm like,
yeah, that's a deal. I don't know.
Like, baby, how tall is you?
I think some men they've observed where I take myself for lunch.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you what's an acceptable first date?
Mashed rolls.
Mastro. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mastro. That's not bad.
You know,
Mastro's a steakhouse, but you don't. What you gonna eat at Mastro?
lobster. But you know, somewhere Gold Coast. That's the thing. Like, I'm not asking anybody. For one, I'm not asking a man to feed
y'all taking
me.
y'all notes. I think these women just want some free food. Hungry.
But that's why I told you I'm not dating for my nutrition and my caloric goal for the day. Like,
but some of your sister friends out there
I was crying laughing when I read that.
Some of your sister friends out there doing that. They going on dates. And I mentioned this a while ago that women have different men for different things.
Oh wait, the 32 oyster girl.
That was nuts.
Now she should be ashamed of herself for doing that.
But see, that's the thing. She doesn't. She doesn't take herself out for 32 oysters.
Right.
I was in New Orleans. I ordered 2 dozens of oysters by myself, but that's because I did that.
So
because I got to date a man to do that.
Right. I was gonna say because some women they will do shit like that they normally want to do for themselves.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's the problem I have with that. Because
that's part of the whole hypergamy thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of part of it.
Mm-hmm. And I'm an athlete. Why I can't go take my girl to a sporting event?
If you don't want my face in my phone, don't take me there.
What is a sport y'all both like? Horse racing.
If it's not the suite, then don't take it out first day. I don't care if it's on the floor.
I ain't gonna lie. Me and my girl been in sporting events, bro, but I'm gonna be too involved in the game. I ain't gonna lie. That's a bad idea for me to go on.
I'm
trying to focus.
I like the suite life. You get in the suite, you can eat whatever you want to eat. Got a buffet.
I ain't got a tight rope through
hot dog. No, Simon in the skybox.
I'm Simon, and we going to the skybox. If it's first date action, we sweet. I don't even want to be on the floor or even close to the beginning of the because I want to be comfortable and I want to be able to move around. And
I've never been in the suite at a basketball game.
I got to hook you
Appreciate you, man. This episode has by far had the most Martin references. I just want to go on record as saying that. All right, I mean, this list is crazy, y'all. Like, let us know in the comments, ladies, what's a place besides Mastro's that a man should take you on a first date? And since we talk about a first date,
I got one more question.
Go ahead.
If it's not a place that you frequent yourself, does it matter if the chemistry and the vibe is right?
Like we took the Cheesecake Factory, but y'all was still
like, are you still in a space where you're like, it ain't Maestro. You know what I'm saying?
See,
I mean,
I'm a lady.
A little rich auntie.
I'm a lady, and I don't believe in embarrassing men.
No, not to him, but in your mind.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
If the vibe, what about the vibe, the chemistry? Why are we here for real? We're getting to know each other. I don't know that you won't.
Right? Yeah.
I haven't had a man to try me like that.
Damn.
I just,
you.
Well, I'm not
try you. Damn.
Like since being in my 30s,
I gotta have the cat sound effect. When
I
she
ain't
said
that. I might say some Jan Alexander's or something.
Yeah, some Shea Maurice's.
What do you take a lady when you're trying to impress on the first date?
Shea Maurice. That's like the 12th Martin reference. But I mean, I feel you on that. I mean, I think it's a fine line, I guess, when you, like I say, you become a woman of stature or whatever. And a lot of women out there, viewers out there, these are women like that. You know what I'm saying? That this is what's going. Where is acceptable to take her? You know what I'm saying? They feel like that.
And my benefit is over the last few years, I've dated men who don't live here, so we had a lot of time to talk. So they have also a lot of time to learn me.
Right.
So it ain't. Yeah, it's not like you met me on Tuesday and then you trying to figure out what was she like. Nah, we've been talking for at least 60, 90 days.
Right.
So nigga, you should have been listening.
Right. Yeah.
So you can make the right choice.
I got a couple more questions before we get up out of here as it relates to this as well. Nolita, so should a woman feel obligated to a man's finances while they're actually like dating or in a relationship?
No. But wait, let me ask you this. Okay, what do you mean obligated?
Obligated meaning like if she ain't got it, he gotta have it. Like I want to, like so when it's obligated, it's like, well, babe, I'm spending his money without telling him, basically. Like if they got a debit card together.
Nah.
I was about to
say that's theft. That's straight theft.
No. When I typed this question, maybe I was thinking it in such a way, but you know how someone's like a man gotta have X, Y, and Z, how we was talking about inherited value. Yeah. So that's what I meant, like obligation. Like, well, you got money because I think you had put the post in there. We don't hear was it about materialistic women or some shit you had put in the group chat earlier? Today. It was something about material.
You know I'm old. I don't remember either.
Yeah. Well, scratch that. We ain't go. Yeah, but the point is, when I was asking the question, like, should a woman?
Oh, why is a man who don't have no materials thinking that
a woman
is worried about his
materialistic?
Yeah. Why is a man with no materials worried about materialistic women?
Right. There you go.
Yeah. That's what it is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, should a woman feel obligated? You know what I'm saying? In a relationship that the man should be spending money on.
I don't. For one, I think some women they don't understand the difference between receiving gifts and being provided for. You buying me a purse, okay, that's cute, but if you break off my rent, that's husband energy. That's husband energy right there.
And with this mortgage,
I can get that purse, and I got this rent too. But it's the thoughtfulness behind, like, you're trying to provide for my life. A purse doesn't provide for my life. Thank you. That part. So it's like, but having his car and going to swipe it, that's foul. Like that's foul and that's wild.
Foul and wild.
I'm a victim. My TED talk.
So, victim.
Oh no, but wait, let me ask y'all a question.
What's up?
So, in a season of a man building, how much time would y'all recommend that a woman sticks with a man during the trenches? If the vibe is there, y'all in a relationship, it's established. How long?
Relationship is working.
Relationship is working.
He's building. He's trying. He's fighting.
Yeah.
He's scratching, trying to get to where he needs to be. Yeah. I think a woman should stay as long as she can. Because you don't want that. What's the movie with?
I know. I was thinking about it in my head.
I can't think of the
where he finally matrimony. Yes.
Acrimony. You don't want an acrimony situation.
They like me. I
leave the situation, and now
he hit the lick.
He didn't glue up.
Everything that you stood there and while he was up all night.
She went through it.
And now he hit the lick, and now he's rich, and now he throw you a little something. You lost the house, he got it back for you.
Integrity, man of integrity. Yeah.
And now you're just not a part of it. But my thing is, a trying man is a good man. If he's still fighting, and he's still working towards the goals that y'all set, and he said, "Look, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build a company that's going to be this, that, and the third." And you see these things happening, and it's not disrupting your peace.
Yeah.
Rock with him.
I feel you.
Because you never know when that lick might hit, or he might. Because the thing is, not only he might need you, because you're the breadwinner or whatever the case may be, but he might need you mentally. You know what I'm saying? To get to the place he needs to be. Because sometimes you can't get there without that extra oomph. Like, you know what I'm saying? That one day he feel like getting up and going down to that project to try to get something done.
Yeah.
Hey, get up. You need to, you know what I'm saying? So my opinion, stay as long as you possibly can. As long as he's not disturbing your peace in that situation.
I feel you.
How long the woman stay by a man's side right here in the trenches?
Let's flip the script for you.
Oh, okay.
What if he not making that progress?
Oh, that'd be a question you gotta answer. How long you gonna stay?
But it's like to another man, like
how long should you stay?
How long
should she stay? Like, if he ain't making that progress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you had
if he's talking a good game.
So if he's just a talker and not a doer, basically. I think it's gonna be very, very evident to see right away because they're really two people in life. They're buyers and they're consumers. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna be one or the other. So if he's not working to become a seller, then he's a consumer. He's a buyer. So if you want a man who's a seller, meaning somebody who has an established business, if you don't see that happening, you don't see it coming to fruition. I give an example of my own self. Like, my woman support me, like, putting together a whole podcast. Like,
shout out to her.
This hasn't garnered
she's right there.
funds just yet, right?
And she produced it too.
That part.
But this is just an example. This is a real example of me, my own personal example of starting a business or a podcast in that way, because it's still considered a startup. It's something that I desire to do. And I'm putting effort. I mean, if you go from episode 1 to right now, you will see just general growth. Now, what if one day I woke up and just like, she asked me like, hey, y'all recording today? We don't feel like, I don't feel like it. And there's a constant decrease in that. So if you see a constant decrease in what a man has told you that he wants to do, then leave his ass. Whether that happens in a month's time, 2 months, it's up to the woman to discern that and to notice that and then to get out of Dodge. Because what has happened to women is they've been a man has talked them so good that he ain't did shit else but talk.
Right.
He talked so good that they didn't hear that he was pouring cement on their feet.
And making the situation appear manipulative at that point and toxic and all that other stuff that comes along with men who run in neutral. Their lives are just in neutral. They're not going nowhere, but they can talk like this. You know, you talk to guys, they shooting the shit. Yeah, bro, you got X, Y, and Z going on. Man, yeah. A month later, you come back. Yes, what's going on with that? Oh man, you know it's woo woo, but you ain't seen no progress.
No progress.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't seen no progress as a woman, and your man doing what he said he's going to do, because that's the most attractive thing about a man is doing exactly what we said we're going to do. So if you tell your woman, hey, this is what I'm going to do, being a leader in that way of the household, being intentional, and being a fan of your word, that's all we got at the end of the day, then that's the man she needs to be with. Not the motherfuckers just going to talk about it.
Well, Bill Gates' internet, y'all heard it here. The men said, if he doing it, stick with him. If you ain't, get the going.
Because at the end of the day, you're subjected to whatever failures that he has at that point.
You're a part of it. Want to be accountable. Exactly. That goes back to the conversation that we kind of had last spot about women holding men accountable for their actions. And then when you are not holding the man accountable, he will take advantage of that shit.
That part.
And not do none of the shit that he said he was going to do, because he never was going to do it in the first place, probably. You know what I'm saying? And I think the other thing is ask more. Women got to ask questions to the niggas like that. You got to ask. The biggest question is why. I didn't do. You said you was going to do this by the 30th. Why you didn't do it?
It's something about a woman when she asks a man a question about putting us on the spot and making us stand on our word. We either a man, he's going to provide explanation and or say this is what's happening. Right. But a man who's not about that shit gonna give you an excuse.
And he's gonna flip that shit. He's gonna classify you as bringing him drama.
Bringing him down.
No, I'm not.
No, you're bringing
holding him accountable.
I'm having to ask you these questions.
And it goes back to he's disturbing your peace.
Yes.
You can't rest. You can't mentally be comfortable with him, with the way his life is going. Because now you're trying to attach it to yours. But if his is going to shit, then that means yours probably gonna go to shit too. My peace is disturbed. You gotta roll.
It either got a stain or a stench from what you got going on. And I don't want no parts.
Facts.
Couples have those uncomfortable conversations. You got to. That's something that if you want to sustain something that's worth anything, I've learned you gotta sit down there and talk about shit that make you uncomfortable.
Talk to your friend.
That shit
has
helped me and hurt me.
Allow that mate to be your friend.
Yes.
Allow him to be your friend. Motherfucker will be in a relationship, don't even talk to them. You ever just sat back and just like watch people like in a relationship?
They be on their phone, not interacting.
Like y'all don't date, y'all don't go out,
y'all don't like each other.
Exactly.
Do you like?
Or are you just here because you created these bonds, these physical, real world bonds, like that house, that car note, that, you know what I'm saying? You can't financially, or you created a dependence, a codependence on this particular person.
Placeholder.
Yeah. And now both of y'all dependent on each other.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Going nowhere fast, man. This was great, guys. I mean, this turned out great. And if you haven't been tuning into our podcast, shame on you.
Not that.
Shame
not that.
Oh, my bad.
We'll tap you on the hand.
Favorite neighborhood drug dealer, so
he means well. He's just a little rough. A little rough with it.
Just tune in.
He said, "Get down or lay down." Like
just show up. You know what I'm saying? I got a particular set of skills.
Allegedly.
I'm Tyrone.
Allegedly.
All right, so like last episode, guys, I'm gonna leave the people with a quote.
Okay.
Since I have a computer, I got some of it. Since I have a computer. I think it's good to leave people with something.
Okay.
It's important, I think. If they get nothing from the pod, they can fast forward to the very end. They got a quote for them.
Yes.
Feel me? So thank you all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Share. I'm not doing this.
That shit was stolen.
Just let me get through this. I can't. Let me get through this.
Can't. What is wrong with you?
All right. Bro, man, this is gonna be so successful.
Go in the corner.
Y'all, if y'all not here for this ride, I'm telling you, don't miss this jet, man. Don't miss this jet.
Oh, Jesus.
However difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. Stephen Hawking. So whatever you can do, think you can do, you can do. Mm-hmm. Or you can't do.
You gotta get to doing it.
Don't come to a dreamer, man.
Yeah.
Put the work in, man.
That part.
Look up Stephen Hawking.
Faith without works is dead.
Hey, that's a wrap, man. Y'all got anything? Y'all good?
A great man once said.
Anytime you start with and that head swoop, I already know where this is going.
Wait.
You doing it, Doctor?
So you made me lose my thoughts. We out. Good night.
Peace.
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless and good night.